What's up, the squad? Back with another video. I'm Reckless. Let's get in this video. Got this video sent pretty quick, Seeing this video definitely caught my eye and definitely had to check it out, Having Mike Johnson speak out, about the truth and definitely lit. Let's go ahead and jump right into the video. Other videos you want to send me, just email me LifeWithRecklezz@AOL.com or DM me on Instagram, LifeWithRecklezz.
Well, the good news is Biden is as good as impeached. We just have a few technical things to get through, and Speaker Mike Johnson's going to go over those. Welcome to Doug in Exile. I'm Doug. This is where all the happy people are.
Do you feel right now that there is enough evidence to move on articles of impeachment? And how quickly could we see that process play out? And if you've already decided that you're heading towards articles of impeachment, or is there more that you need to see?
So, many of you know my background. I'm a constitutional law attorney. I believe this is a very serious matter. I was called upon to serve on the impeachment defense team in the House twice under President Trump when the Democrats used it for raw partisan political purposes, and I decried that at each step of the way.
So Mike Johnson was to defend President Trump in his two impeachment cases because he's a constitutional scholar. Now, the question is, are you patient enough to wait as long as it takes for the truth to catch up to Biden for his impeachment? Let me know in the comments below. Are you?
And me personally, I feel like I am. I'm patient enough, to wait. To some it happens, you have to have somebody for somebody to come right out the gate and literally talking about oh, we gonna get the truth out, we're gonna get everything we need to fix and stuff. Y'all see what's going on now. Just imagine if we get the right person in office. Oh yeah, everything is gonna be handled just like it needs to be, and I feel like this is something that everybody needs. Love's godparents is over. Noah and Joe. Big shout out to Noah and Joe. Definitely amazing godparents. Every time they come over, which they don't have to, every time they come over, they literally bring not only how somebody will look out and be like, oh yeah, we'll bring y'all this. Y'all needed this. They literally bring gifts. And they don't have to. Literally. They're Mexican. And we were sitting there talking about, so she was like, I told her what I do and stuff like that, and doing reactions, and we was just talking. She was like, so you like Trump? And I was like, yeah. And I explained to her why I like Trump, and at first I can get a sense of, I don't think she likes Trump, but I'm gonna get it out, And she was agreeing with me, she stuff that Joe was about, and I was telling her he's doing this, he's doing that. She was agreeing with me. And it was dang, I had a sense of her, and I explained to her. Because at first she wasn't rocking with Trump at all. She wasn't rocking with him, stuff. And she was like, so do you like him? And I got to explaining things. I was explaining different things on, why I liked them and stuff like that. And it'd be good to have them on the channel, too. But I literally was explaining it to her. And she was like, okay, yeah, that things actually make sense. And for me to actually sit down and talk to different people about, this and that, and not even so much of making them, vote for this person or like this person, is more so of getting the truth out to know what they're looking at. And I feel like that's more important thing than her husband. With Joe, he's a really nice guy. And she said she had made the comment and was like, I don't think Trump will win. And I was like, what makes you, say that? And she was explaining things, and I got to explain the things, on why. And, it got down to it, and her husband was like, no, Trump is going to win. I got surprised, dang, and I started making, sense to her and stuff like that. And she agreed that, it's not much that, you have Joe doing this and doing that and not making sense here and not, so it was more of agreement, and it made me happy because it's a lot of people are starting to wake up about it. But I definitely could be patient.
Are you patient enough to let the system play out?
The reason is because the impeachment power that we have in the Constitution, in the House specifically, next to a declaration of war, you could argue it's the heaviest power that we have, and it cannot be wielded for political purposes. So I have been very consistent, intellectually consistent in this, and persistent that we have to follow due process, and we have to follow the law. That means following our obligation under the Constitution and doing appropriate investigations in the right way, at the right pace, so that the evidence comes in and we follow the evidence where it leads. We follow the truth where it leads.
And that's why I say Biden's as good as impeached, because they're going to follow the truth wherever it leads, and it's going to lead to his impeachment. I'm a barely literate comic book guy. The evidence is so clear that this guy is guilty that he's going down, unlike the evidence.
Mike Johnson is literally showing people how to do this job. That's literally all this is. He's showing people
Trump,
this,
which
this
was
how you
all
do
for
it.
political purposes.
So as we stand here today, I'm not predetermined that, but I do believe that very soon we are coming to a point of decision on it. We're in the impeachment inquiry phase, as you know, which is an important step in that due process. And what you're seeing right now, although a lot of American people are anxious about this, many Republicans across the country are anxious to get to the end point on this, and I think some Democrats want to know how it ends as well. What you're seeing right now is a deliberate constitutional process that was envisioned by the founders, the framers of the Constitution. This is how they envisioned this to go.
In case you're just impatient like me, this is how the founders wanted it. It's a deliberative body. It's supposed to be slow and thorough. And here he's going to call out the Democrats because theirs against Trump was an obvious political hit job and not constitutional.
Not the way the Democrats did it. Snap impeachments, sham impeachments, and all the rest.
So the Democrats got their scalp in getting 2 impeachments against Trump, but history will show and prove that they were just done for political purposes. And then Mike Johnson's good work against Biden will be shown to be constitutional. And it's more important to be right than fast.
So I know that people are anxious about it, but I will say, Chairman Comer, Chairman Jordan in Judiciary, Chairman Smith in Ways and Means, they've done an extraordinary job, very methodically, and I would say outside the scope of politics. They've been taking in the evidence as it goes. So we're going to follow the evidence where it leads, and we'll see. And I'm not going to predetermine it this morning.
This is a bit of a counter argument against Matt Gaetz, who was saying that Comer and Jordan's going after Biden wasn't enough. He's saying, no, they've produced the exact amount of information they need, and you need to let time play it out. But you don't want to snap to it, guys. We don't want to be Democrats. Be sure to subscribe if you...
That's smart though. I actually like that. And that goes by the fact of, you playing the right thing. You doing going about it the right way. That's mainly what we was talking about all yesterday. You have these Dems that's just hitting Trump, and that's what I explained to her. I know a lot of y'all was like, what was one of the things at least she was explaining, and one of the things was you have so many people that literally bashed the mess up out of Trump, trying to do this, do that. You got court, you got this, then you got the mug shot, and I was explaining like all this that they're doing literally is helping this man out, literally. And she was like, well, yeah. And I was like, exactly. There's no reason. And I explained to her, like, Joe, like, you having somebody that has, a history of falling, a history of dementia, a history of anything of corruption, and hopefully I don't get canceled for this, but it's just, that's what it is. And, you literally have, people that don't really, in a sense, look at these things, pay attention, do their research, and want to hear somebody. But yesterday, it made me feel good that somebody was willing to listen. Not only somebody, but another person. 2 people willing to listen, about the whole thing. And this is important. I say it's anybody, that's willing to vote or that can vote. I'm telling y'all, this is something that we definitely need, especially what's going on with, and I always I can't title my titles with anything with, the fraud, the voter. And I have to say that backwards because you can't, sadly you can't. I get, my videos get messed up. So it sucks. It definitely sucks. But definitely appreciate y'all. Y'all let me know y'all comments down below. That's one thing that I, when y'all comment down below and when y'all send me emails and y'all send me DMs, I can really hear y'all truths, what y'all feel I can't say that much, but I definitely appreciate everybody. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in and watching this reaction. Catch y'all next one.